Hey guys, Lance here. I wanted to say thank you firstly for all the support that you guys have pushed out on the last video. I never thought it would explode that far and that hard.
What did he say?
Today I want to give you guys a 5 mods that you need for Barotrauma. I know there's a lot of mods out there on the workshop. However, I kind of want to compact it down into 5 that you desperately need for the game to like immerse more of your experience with it. Okay, let's get into it. The first mod that I'm going to recommend is the Real Sonar mod, and here is why. This mod absolutely changes the way that you play Barotrauma, and I know that is the title of my last video, but it is very much true, because it absolutely does change how you play it, because Sonar now can kill you unless you are wearing this A suit. Now, I still don't know how to say this, so I'm not going to try and butcher it. But as long as you wear this suit, the damage to you is very minimal. Now, unless I go outside with a green suit here and tell my friend to turn off the sonar and then just die right afterwards. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let water in, and as you can see in the bottom right here, I'm getting damage from the pinging that is coming back into my ears because of how loud this sound is very, very loud. Now the way to cure this is with smart graphs and meta extract. Now there's a third treatment, which is Cortizide, that only helps with brain hemorrhaging. Now, it is really not worth it to put it in your head if you do not have brain hemorrhaging. Now, I'm going to show all the afflictions on screen so that you know what every affliction is. They are all different. They all affect you differently. I'm not going to get into it hugely, as I've already covered this mod in my last video that I'm still in shock about. Also, someone said that I did not show off the effects that it does, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And there you go. I feel like I'm on a huge trip of acid right now. Even though I have actually never done acid. So I'm just assuming that's what it looks like. But yeah, they also have updated it to where this mod affects all creatures regardless if it is vanilla or modded. So this goes for aliens or whatever have you out there. Now I am showing a screenshot here of their to-do list with the mod. As you can see, they've already crossed out a bunch and they still have a lot more to go. So they have made extensive progress on this mod, and they are heading into a path that is really good in my opinion. Now, the ship that I'm currently showing off right now is the ship that I have designed for this mod that I'm still slightly working on, but it might be done by the time that I upload this. And I am doing my best to combat his mod to make this ship as safe as possible, but not too chaotic. So, on to the next one. No, and we are not. The pet chicken is not coming into this mod list. So, sorry to disappoint. The second mod that I wanted to introduce is called Locator. Now, the reason why I picked this mod is because throughout the game, you are only able to find a wreck if you manage to somehow stumble across it by getting attached with the thalami gun thing, whatever you want to call it, or you get it via a mission called wreck salvage, of course. However, this mod adds an SOS signal like that whenever it's about 1,000 meters into range on the sonar monitor. Now, it is literally exactly what it does. It's based on random generation, obviously. It does not spawn in. It's regarding the thalami ships that have the guns and the euclosites and all of that stuff. You want to try and stay around 80 meters above it. Otherwise, it will latch onto you. It will attack you, just like we're about to get attacked right now from above.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Just like that. It's just a Real Sonar beacon. You deconstruct it and you can get some steel. Now the dev has explicitly said in this screenshot here that people can upload his mod, re-upload his mod, modify it in whatever way, shape, or form that they want. Me personally, all I would say is that you just need to add credit. The third mod that I would like to talk about is merge talent trees, and here's why. I myself don't play with very many people. Actually, I usually only play with about 1 or 2 other people, and the rest are bots. Mostly because I don't play public servers. I like playing seriously and getting to the end of the campaign because, well, I like the game and I don't really want to like troll around and...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Playing with a bunch of friends is, you know, better than playing with a bunch of random people sometimes. So merge talent trees, it does exactly what it says. It pretty much lets you have 2 talent trees simultaneously. For instance, the captain can have the assistant's talent tree, the mechanic has the engineers, the medical doctor has the security officer. So they will get access to each other's tree and vice versa, right? So, for instance, say that you want to be the captain, right? You complete this row, you complete this row, and you try to complete this row, and you're like, wait, I can't complete another tech tree. Well, that's because it's locked, still behind that thing. So you have to finish the tree before you can do another tree, and you still have to do the top of here before you can access the assistance trees. And this happens with every single person or whatever have you. The thing about it is though that it's not really compatible with custom jobs such as the Acolyte. So it doesn't really work with anything that touches the talent trees or adds custom jobs, because it was not meant for that. It's only really suggested for those people who don't really have a lot of friends, I suppose. Well, a lot of people to play with, or people who don't play on a public server and only play with a couple of friends. Overall, I think it's a great mod because, well, I mean, in a way, it does kind of unbalance the game, but at the same time, when it's just you, your friend, and another friend, and the rest are bots, it kind of brings a little bit of balance to the game. The next mod that I want to showcase, well, it's kind of a dual package, technically, because I'm going to both put them here, considering they are made by the same group of people, which would be just 2 people, which is the Beacons Extended and the Rex Extended. Now, the reason why I suggest these 2 mods is because I think after a long time of playing Barotrauma, the vanilla or the original Beacons and the original Rex kind of get boring in a way, and you kind of get so used to the layout. However, with the Beacons and the Rex Extended, it kind of brings a new challenge as well as a new atmosphere to explore, you know, to satiate your curiosity. But as always, curiosity kills the cat. So there are some dangers inside the Beacon stations and as well as the Rex. The Beacon Station, Beacon Extended, has currently 56 mods, or 56 beacons. Now, they said that they would keep on adding actually more and more over the time. I'm not sure on how long or how many they plan on adding, but I assume, me personally, I think they're probably going to add about 100. So that's a lot of different ground to cover would be the right choice of words. I mean, because you won't ever get bored and be like, oh, well, I've already explored this, so this is kind of boring, so I'm just going to leave type of deal. As you can see, this is one of the beacons that they have made. Now, me personally, I have not explored this one. So, but as I said, they bring a lot of challenges. You know, you never know what's inside. I mean, me personally, I don't know if they've spawned a husk in here or not, but I'm just taking it from the submarine editor. With the Rex Extended mod, they have 40 new Rex so far. And if the mod, if I remember correctly, the developer of Rex Extended said something about, as a screenshot, I'm going to post a screenshot here. But he said, well, nothing about Beacons Extended, but I think it would be fair to mention that Shipwrecks Extended is a bit outdated. For example, there are some loot balance issues, some Rex sprites items may look odd, etc., but we are working on a major overhaul of this mod, new Rex and assets for them, which is in its earliest stages. Me personally, on the Rex Extended, I actually like the Shipyard one. Now, I'm not sure which one it is. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but earlier inside the... Wait, this might be it. Earlier inside one of my previous examples, I actually showed it. I kind of didn't mean to, in a way. No, this one's not it. But I kind of showed it, and that honestly is my favorite one, mostly because, well, you have a bunch of bays, and, well, and there's also a lot of husk that spawn in there, but by the time that I actually encounter that ship, I'm already, already have some cultist robes, and maybe I've already got a gene splicer with a husk thing to keep me, you know, from them attacking me and whatnot. The last mod that I want to bring into this video is the Sea of Miracles mod. Sea of Miracles Armed, actually. Now, it is a Chinese mod, so I Google translated it, and that's what it gave me. So, now, it is an armory and weapons mod, and it also has a couple of diving suits, which I will show you now. This is the heavy-duty lead-casting diving suits. Now, you can pause the video at any time to read all these stats, because this is a huge mod. So I'm going to try and cover it as soon as possible. But the thing about this mod is you sound like Darth Vader wearing it. Or not the mod, the suit. So that's fucking neat. That suit specifically lets you... the oxygen doesn't deteriorate when you're inside of a submarine, so that's pretty nice. But the problem is that you also are heavy. Here is a advanced combat suit. Now, it is not better than the heavy-duty lead cast, but you do have a lot more mobility. You can move a lot faster, but not when you use a scuba in the water. Now, you can find that out for yourself with this. This is the special operations suit. Now, you can have you have a sonar built in, like that, and it can even scan for minerals. Now, that is not the same for this suit here, but they also share the same auto injection. As you can see, you can put a fentanyl or whatever have you in there, and when your health gets low, it'll automatically put it into your system. This is the gravity traction suit. This protects you mostly against this weapon up here. Let's see, where are you at? Now, this is the gravity thrower. This will probably one-tap anything. Problem is, it does have a huge build-up.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
That looks like something that the aliens have created themselves. I'm assuming this suit would protect you from a shot like that. So, okay. Now, let me see. They have a bunch of helmets as well. They have the TSO helmet, TAC helmet, an illusion helmet, communications, and a Centurion helmet. And this other Chinese one that I'm not sure what that means. They also have a bunch of combat lining, a bunch of armor, Kevlar, TSO armor, TSM combat lining. This is the better version of the TSM combat lining, and this is the extra better version, I would assume. Now, I don't know what a lightning strike is. I'm assuming it's from those crystals that they have. This is they also have backpacks instead of tool belts, so you can wear these instead of the tool belts, which you carry a lot more stuff in. But you don't really need to, because you can just use these TSM large suitcases. Now, you can put this inside of any cabinet that you want, and then put carbon or minerals in there. And then you'll be like, okay, hey guys, where is this? I need to make some stuff. You know, you just come to your medicine cabinet, and there you are. Or whatever cabinet have you, you know. They also have this special TAC helmet. This, you can actually put some chips in it, which is the health scan chip. This is just like a health scanner. And then they also have a thermal chip as well that you can see enemies through walls, which is really nice if you're going down into a wreck or down into a beacon or even into a cave so that you can see what's on the other side of the walls and whatnot. I personally like this helmet, and I've used it a lot. They also have their own strong flashlight. Now you just put this on a flashlight of any weapon, I suppose, and boom, it's bright as the sun. Not really, but it is very good. It lights up a lot of things. They also have a weapon box that can hold like an M249 or a minigun, which I will show you here in a minute. And they have an explosive shield as well. Now, I have no idea how to use this. Okay. Yeah, they have an explosive shield, so... okay, let's get into the weapons. Now, a majority of their suits that you can actually craft a majority of their suits. And you can also craft ammo as well. As you can see, where was it? I just saw it. Lance, you can't be this dumb, right? Come on now. Well, you can craft the armor and the suits. It's somewhere in here. Yep, there you go. Special operations suit, advanced combat suit. Now, you cannot make those lead cast suits as far as I know. You can only find them in their own actual... They actually have 2 separate missions that they've actually added with this mod, which is the Outpost mission. They are very hard, but they are very worth it as they have a lot of weapons and a lot of armor. But they also have a lot of health. But with weapons like this, you shouldn't have any issue with it at all. So there's 2 types. So you go in, there's one type which is you go in and you kill everything, and there's a second type of you rescue hostages. Now the hostages is a lot harder because, well, they have a lot of armor, they're a lot of health, so you can't just blow up the reactor or just flood the entire place. They have their own, they have 2 melee weapons. Actually, they have 3. They also have an electrical baton, which is better than the regular stun baton that your own characters use or security officers use. They have an extensive armory, like a lot of weapons that you can actually craft. My favorite is the TSO MK3 Mod 2, which you should consider using because it is very damaging. For instance, this door it destroys a lot. They also have an electromagnetic gun. Now I'm gonna use this guy as a... Wow, okay. Oh my lord. Okay. The magazine can actually be replenished via a charging dock. So you technically have infinite ammo with that thing, which is actually kind of nice. They have their own separate grenades. They have 4 different grenade types, I think. Yep, right here. So they have a fragmentation grenade. They have a stun grenade. They have 2 grenades that are like high explosive. I think that's what it means right there. High explosive. Thermal high explosive, I think. And they also just have a regular thermal grenade. I'm just going to toss them. That was the thermal grenade, fire grenade. There's that one. Oh! Okay. Well, that's fucking nice. But they have a lot of grenades to choose from. Now, I personally recommend the mod because I like it over the C. Here's another combat mod. I can't think of the name of it. I prefer this one over that one, mostly because it's a lot more balanced. And it's a lot more difficult as well to acquire these types of weapons. Now, as you can see, there's a minigun down here, and there's also an M2 down here that I currently did not show because I died in the process of showing. But those guns don't really do a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. But the other guns do. Now, you can craft a majority of these weapons, like I've said, which is really good. And then you can also find them as well. So that will probably do it for this entire mod list. Now, I know I didn't explain much of it, but I wanted to, like, try and crunch time and make it not such a long video, because I know that some people will watch videos and just be like, oh, this is boring halfway through, etc., etc. So I wanted to try and speed... Jesus. Wow, my ship is getting torn apart. So I kind of wanted to speed it up. So I'll see you guys in the next video.